Oh, what is going on, our beautiful, beautiful Mexicanese family? You know who it is.
Hopefully you do.
It is Uthman Ali and
Marisol
and
Jamila.
This is the girl version of Uthman. If you guys didn't know, I have a twin. Are we twins?
Are we? Let us know in the comments.
You tell me, I don't know.
So she is my sister. You guys let me know if you think we're twins. If you think she is older or younger than me, because a lot of people get that wrong. But nonetheless, she is in town. And if you guys don't know, she is a BTS fan, a diehard BTS fan.
Yes.
And we also asked you guys in a post last week what you guys think her bias is. Many of you got it wrong, some of you got it right. And at the end of this video, we will announce who her bias is. It's exciting. And in today's video, we are reacting to a very anticipated, well, I'm highly anticipated.
Wait, you guys didn't do
Finish
your
the
line.
intro.
Yes,
Okay.
hold on, wait a minute. I'm like,
Sorry.
This is what happens when
Yeah.
you don't film for a couple days.
Let's start all over. Yo, what is going on?
if you haven't,
And if you're new to this channel, welcome. You just landed on the absolute best couples reaction channel on all of YouTube. And if you're a returning subscriber and you're already part of the Mexicanese family, thank you so much and
Welcome home, familia.
It's awesome how some of them told us welcome home.
I loved it.
We miss you guys so much.
Yeah.
I miss reading the comments and engaging back with you all. But nonetheless, in today's video,
We are reacting to BTS Map of the Soul Persona. Comeback trailer!
come back! So,
We are so excited. We are definitely late to this. We know we're late. But we did not want to watch this without you guys being here with us.
this album is gonna be our very first album as BTS fans. It's kind of cool, Map of the Soul. That's like a very deep meaning.
A map of your soul.
Explosion.
That can be really deep.
the title itself is just kind of draws you in, like
Curious about the song or to hear about the song, because we all know BTS tells very good stories.
Do you guys have any expectations?
I read in the comments they were like, you guys are so late. I thought you guys were gonna come out with Map of the Persona or Map of the Soul reaction. RM killed it. Namjoon! What's he gotta do? He's gonna have so many hand gestures that's gonna blow my mind to
like-
watch. I always talk about RM's hand gestures. Like he has to just go in front of a mirror and just practice.
so professional,
Yeah,
right?
it's so good. But what do you guys expect?
Of course, great hair,
First things first.
outfits, the dance moves. I can't wait to see that.
Yes. I'm excited for my life to change.
Are you guys ready?
I'm about to have a great day after this.
I know.
Exactly.
At the time of this recording, it has 21 million views, 3.2 million likes, and it was published 3 to 4 days ago. So we are
They're
late.
doing so good.
Yeah, 22 million views in a couple days.
Ooh,
Wow!
nice.
Nonetheless, I say let's dive right in. Okay, you guys ready?
I think so.
100%.
No!
Bros! Bad
Darn it.
experience! This is like a ritual.
I know, it is a ritual.
Okay.
Woo! You guys, you know I'm in between you guys, right?
This has like a rocker's theme. Are they going back to their roots?
Yo.
No! This has such a different vibe.
It's like old school. You rating this?
I'm not reading like, oh, we just spit. That hoodie is epic. RM always has a sick hoodie. Like Anpan Man, Japan.
This is so cool. I like the style of it. It's like old school, like rap.
Whoa. Is it just RM? I feel like I have to watch this 2 times.
I have
So I'm not reading at all. I can't. I want to enjoy the visual.
Right, exactly.
When I read, I miss the whole music video.
that fisheye.
I know, fisheye lens. RM looking extra cute. Oh my. Oh my. That was anime RM. Wow.
Wow, that's so cool.
How did she do it? How? That could have a deep meaning. Oh my. Mini RM and large RM.
Oh, those are like creepy things. They're creepy looking.
Dang.
Yes, I love that song.
He talked about like he didn't know who he used to be, but now he does, and he's not embarrassed of it. That was dope.
Wow.
That was way too short. We need to rewatch this.
Wow, okay, so
So it's
Wow.
just RM.
I guess so. I guess so. So, you read the lyrics, right?
Yeah. It seems like this album's about like them knowing who they are now.
I didn't read any of the lyrics because I was just enjoying the music video and the visuals. It could have a deeper meaning of like all the robots like in your school uniforms, how like the school system kind of automates you and makes everybody think a certain way.
Yeah.
It says something about, oh, now I'm flying, or now I learn how to fly. That kind of reminds me of like, you know, their old sayings, like Marisol was saying, like before they were kind of like, oh, you know, afraid of who they are, but now they're like, you know, big and everything. Now they're like not afraid to be themselves. Just like Idol, you can't stop me from loving myself. So I think this is kind of a continuation of the meaning of that.
This reminds me of a music video I saw of BTS when they were very, very young. I don't know what music video with
Boy
the name.
in Love? It's Boy in Love,
It was
guys.
Boy in Love. But are you guys ready to watch the explanation and see
Oh,
Yeah.
what it means? Okay, so we are going to watch a video called
Map of the Soul. Persona comeback trailer explained by a Korean. We need this.
Look at a different perspective because
Yeah.
it's explained by a Korean. This video has 197,000 views at the time of this recording, 28,000 likes, and the description says RM talks about personas and questions of identity. RM getting deep.
Yes.
You guys ready?
Is that your voice for them?
I don't know who says it honestly.
It's a light.
I think it's a ghost, but
You did scare me that time.
let's dive in.
Let's go for a swim.
I'm taking subtitles off. This had like a 90s rap
dropped the
theme.
comeback trailer to their latest album, The Map of the Soul Persona, and it is absolutely amazing. The
Tell us
album
why.
title is the same as a well-known book about psychologist Carl Jung's Principles of Individuation, and BTS is no hiding that this is related,
Wow.
as there are many references to Carl Jung's theories as well as quotes in the MV. So to truly
go real
understand the song, we need to dig a little bit deeper into Carl Jung's theories, which is what we'll do right in this video. Carl Jung divided the psyche, or the human mind, into the consciousness and the unconsciousness. He believed that by tapping onto and confronting the parts of the unconsciousness, one could obtain self-knowledge and lead to self-betterment. Today I'll introduce 3 elements of this principle: the persona, the ego, and the shadow. The persona is one of the elements in the conscious parts of the psyche, the very outer layer. It is a mask slash character that one puts on when they expose themselves to the outer world. It's a compromise between the individual's personality and what society thinks one should look and behave like. Fundamentally, the persona is nothing real. It is like a borrowed personality that one puts on only in certain situations and then takes them off when they are out of that situation.
Wow.
However, most people suffer from the inflation of this persona and they over-identify themselves with this mask, resulting in this mask taking control of your entire psyche. Thus, Jung claimed that one must realize that the persona is not the totality of their being, but just a small component of a much larger personality. And this is achieved by diving into the unconsciousness and dissecting it. Now, another element, the ego, is the center of consciousness. It is what the consciousness believes and views itself to be. Essentially, the character that one thinks he or she should be.
Cool.
However, this is not the true self, as the true self encompasses both the unconsciousness and the conscious parts of the psyche. However, like the persona, many end up identifying themselves with the ego itself. The shadow is the sum of traits that are pushed back deep away from the awareness into the unconsciousness, mostly due to negative feedback or punishment from others when an individual did show these traits. These are the hidden unconscious aspects that the ego has repressed or never really recognized. These are mostly characteristics that one is probably not proud of and do not wish to acknowledge. The persona restricts the realization of the shadow to the outer world. For example, my shadow is right now telling me that I really want to pee in front of the camera right now. But the persona that I have on right now as DKDKTV's Danny restricts me from peeing in front of the camera because the society, you, the viewers, don't want to see that or don't expect me to see that. So my persona is currently restricting my shadow's urge to pee in front of the camera.
Pee in front of the camera.
Do
Okay,
it.
time out. It's crazy how they went so deep into the psychology and the history of that psychological theory. Wow, what's the name? Carl Jung?
It's cool how they realize, like, even though they're entertainers and they're influencers, they obviously have their own identity themselves. So you know that they do put up a persona when they come to their concerts or where they're in front of the camera, but they know how to separate them almost, you know.
From the very first line, Namjoon throws the question, who am I? This is the general theme of this song and possibly this entire album and also the series. He is confused with who he really is. What is his true self? This will likely be the theme of this era of BTS, a journey through their consciousness and unconsciousness to reach the true self. Here RM uses an idiom, 돼지의 진주 목걸이. This is an idiom meaning people who do not know the value cannot appreciate the treasures that are given to them. For pigs, a pearl necklace is basically useless. Now here in this verse, Namjoon is confused. He feels happy with his success, yet he feels like he doesn't deserve all the success. Namjoon doesn't know who he is, but others have rewarded him for his behavior. If you really think about what kind of behavior he was rewarded for, he is being rewarded for his stage persona as RM. Him not knowing his true self and being rewarded for a certain persona makes him identify himself as RM more and more, as we will see in the following verses. Namjoon says hesitation is his shadow. Again, as explained above, shadow is, in the Jungian theory, the traits that are pushed deep away from awareness into the unconsciousness due to negative feedback and punishment from others when they did show those traits. When Namjoon says, ever since I became that, the that here is referring to RM, his stage persona. Notice how he says when he became RM, not when he is RM. RM is originally a persona, a stage persona that he puts on whenever he is with BTS and can take off whenever he isn't. However, Namjoon himself has become RM. RM has become his ego, who he identifies himself with. As RM, he is a leader and cannot be showing his hesitant side. Namjoon, identifying himself as RM, has repressed his hesitant side even more. You can see the little Namjoon being thrown out onto the ground in this scene. This likely represents the shadow.
That's what I was
of
gonna
Namjoon
say
being thrown
about
out.
the big
Essentially
RM.
ignoring
That could be
exists
of ego
as
or
he
something.
amplifies his RM persona as his defiant character, represented by the multiple mirrored images of RM in this scene. However, in the lyrics, he talks about something staring at him below the stage or below the lights. If you think about it, what forms beneath him below the lights on the stage? Shadows. Despite Namjoon never really showing his hesitant traits as RM, it was always lurking in his unconsciousness, and he was seeing it all along while on the stage. He was anxious because he was ignoring a big part of what made Namjoon Namjoon. Deep down, Namjoon doesn't think he is worthy enough. Despite RM taking over his ego and projecting himself to be the leader, deep down he sees many flaws in himself. Yet he has been consumed by his persona as RM and believes that people will only appreciate him when he is RM. He says no one wants to see his clumsiness. So this thought reinforces his over-identification with the RM persona. Due to his over-identification with his RM persona, it really troubles him. He feels regrets and he has troubling thoughts during the night. However, the but in front of Kim Namjoon keeps him going, keeps him working. Kim Namjoon is the true self of Namjoon. This Kim Namjoon encompasses the faults and the shortcomings of Namjoon. However, as mentioned above, his persona as RM has taken over him, and he feels he is RM. He feels he has to be the RM character or people will not appreciate him. Like he said about how no one is interested in seeing his clumsiness, he feels no one wants to see the true Namjoon. So whenever he wants to get out of the RM persona because he's stressed, because he's having troubling thoughts, he remembers, but I'm Kim Namjoon. If I'm not RM, then I'll be Kim Namjoon, the true me, and no one wants to see the true me, or so he thinks. So that keeps him awake, that keeps him going as the RM persona.
This got real deep real quick. So it's crazy how he's basically saying he feels as if people only love him for being RM, not Kim Namjoon, which is him. And when he was saying people don't want to see his clumsiness, that could be like his Kim Namjoon, and people don't care about that. They only want to see him for
his talent.
His talent. It kind of relates to like LeBron James when people are like shut up and dribble or shut up and play basketball. Like you're more than just your occupation.
I think RM, like he's saying, like, you know, no one wants to see him being clumsy, which I think as an army, like we look up to BTS and we love everything that BTS does. You know, that makes them human, that makes, you know, people is their mistakes and, you know, their flaws.
I feel like he's curing ignorance, honestly.
Yeah,
like I think he's like helping like kids understand that everybody goes through like what you're going through, and you're gonna be okay. Just, you know, I'll kind of help you go through it and find yourself at the end of the tunnel.
The message is just awesome and humbling and heartwarming.
Yeah.
No, really.
Again, Namjoon is over-identifying himself with his persona. He remembers himself as RM at this point, and this is the only method he feels he can vent out. Now, a persona is a fake identity, and Namjoon says he has lied and hidden behind the persona, but he isn't embarrassed about that. He thinks the persona is the map of the soul, again, which is a red flag for overly identifying himself with the persona. Also in the video, you can see a huge giant 3D version of RM. It looks very fake, highlighting how a persona is a fake personality. It has also become bigger than Namjoon himself, showing how it has overtaken his ego. To sum it up, this is a song of Namjoon overly identifying himself as RM, the persona, and denying his true self with all its flaws and traits. This seems like a fitting theme for the intro to The Map of the Soul, as likely they will soon come to realize that they must acknowledge and face the shadows, their deep inner flaws, in order to realize their true self and break free from the persona and the ego. I will predict just one thing. This album will not be as upbeat as this comeback trailer makes it seem to be. It may be one of the darkest albums of BTS yet, since these themes will take you deeper into the mind and its not so beautiful parts than any BTS album has ever been. Now armies, I'm really curious about how you interpreted this music video, so please, if you have any thoughts.
Wow, deep, deep, deep.
I am extra mega excited for this new album now. Like, I'm excited to hear what they have to say.
Well, the deep psychology lesson by BTS. I'll probably won't be needing this. On April 12th, they'll come out with psychology album, first psychology album.
You no longer need her. He doesn't need his psychology degree anymore.
I learned way more in 10 to 12 minutes than I did in 4 years. Thank you guys for making it this far into the video, and now you deserve to know who her bias is. So, are you ready to tell them?
I'm ready.
Who is your bias?
It's J-Hope.
My bias has been changing lately.
Who is your bias though?
As of now, it's Jungkook.
Okay.
First it was Jimin.
But people say once you gym in, you can't gym out. Apparently, I gym out.
I'm starting to gym out too. Was that too soon?
You're gymming out? Comment of the day to AA93. Thank you so much, AA93. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Thank you so much for being a part of the Mexinese family. And if you guys want to join the Mexinese family, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell. And as always, our beautiful family.
Have a blessed day.